already?
Yes.
Holy shit, put your ugly kids to bed. Set the deuce loose and do so fearlessly. Nobody likes to take a dump when they're scared. Like, I mean, have you ever took a dump in the dark?
Yes.
I mean, that's weird. Although, the other day I did take a dump with your mood light on in the bathroom, your new exhaust fan. That was kind of liberating.
Which one? The blue one or the yellow one?
Blue one.
The blue one?
Yeah. It was romantical and shit.
Romantically. You're stupid.
Yeah. I am your host, the big, the bald, the beautiful, the brash, and the oftentimes bastardly MC Tyler Havlin. Make sure you're following us on all the socials, Instagram, Twitter, all that shit. Follow us there because, you know, I give you a little taste of a little bit of everything on all those. And we do a live show on Mondays on Instagram. You don't want to miss it. Showcase a lot of other talent. Man, we're going old school today.
Dude. This is weird.
This is weird as shit.
This is fucking wild.
I ain't got nobody else to look at but you. This is really weird. I mean, luckily I like looking at you, especially when you turn around and all I see is the hair.
You're fucking
I get a little turned on.
Like, does that go away if my shirt's off, like, at all?
No, I mean, you got a sexy back. It's all right.
All right.
Even, I'm telling you. All right, so you hear his voice.
Muscular for a chick.
Yeah, you are. I mean, muscle chicks is where it's at sometimes.
Dude, I don't know. Some of that bitches scare me. Like, they're fucking... Like, if a woman can bench press me, like, I am both aroused and afraid. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a scared boner.
Yeah, like, she might be able to snap your girth worm off, like, in the blink of an eye.
It ain't great. You ever see those videos where these chicks do, like, Kegels or whatever, and, like, just hold shit up like weights?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Terrifying. I'm like, oh, God, what are you going to do to me?
Right?
What are you going to do to me?
Don't cough, don't sneeze. All right. Oh, before I introduce him, make sure you go out and buy some merch, man. We had a bunch of shirts dropped. They're awesome. I just got mine in. They're really comfy. They're super soft, and you know they have great things from our show on them. So make sure you check that out. You can find it in our link tree in the bio of the episode. But anyways, without further ado, my co-host, the Lord that's never bored, the commander of the comic books. He's been petting kitty, grabbing titty since December 11th, 2020. Dumb. 2 claps and Ric Flair for Lord Shorty Fresh in the flesh.
Woo! Yay! I'm here and I'm ready.
Looks like Rosemary's still waiting on a sticker. I'm going to have to get that to you, Rosemary. I'm very soon. All right. So how was your day, man? How was your night?
It was all right.
Yeah?
Just boring. The night dragged. I worked 16 hours and it felt like I worked 16 hours. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's awful.
I get to return to the work world very soon. Megan said, woohoo, take it off. Those of you that are just listening and don't see it, this man never wears a shirt during recording, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Unless it's the Twitch stream, then you have to wear something to cover up the nips.
I have to cover the nips for the Twitch.
Nips for the dude, your nipples look exceptionally hard today.
It's fucking cold.
It is pretty cold out.
It's nipply out there.
It is.
It's fucking nipply out there.
No pun intended or all the pun intended. Man, I didn't know it was going to snow.
See, I was told that it was going to snow, but then, like, I got to work and I told my supervisor, I was like, where's all the snow we're supposed to get? He's like, what do you mean? I was like, well, isn't it supposed to snow this weekend or some shit? He's like, no, I haven't heard anything about it. You check the weather app? I was like, no, I don't fucking look at the weather app. I said, people just tell me things and I believe them.
Right.
I said, my weather app's me looking out fucking side and hoping for the best.
I like your weather app.
So far, it hasn't let me down yet.
Jason Skeeter said, just grow your hair longer and have it cover your nips. I wonder if that would work or if that goes against Twitch. You're almost there. You're just a couple inches away.
Just almost. Go put the wolf pelt on.
Yeah, the wolf pelt is dude, it's intimidating.
The wolf pelt is?
Yeah.
Nah. It's
a little intimidating. Nah. We had our first actual Twitter beef a couple days ago. And somebody said something about you and they said something about me and it was funny. And I just trolled these poor guys to death and it was awesome. And then somebody else chimed in and said, Shorty goes outside in the cold to smoke with no shirt on. You don't want to mess with that.
I wear the wolf pelt when I go outside to smoke. If I'm not wearing a shirt, I put the wolf pelt on because it helps cover, like, the nipples are where it gets coldest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, nah. Like I watched a video the other day of this guy getting like a chest tattoo done, and he was getting like his nipple tattooed.
Oh.
And I'm like, that has to be the worst pain. Because like when they got close to my nipple doing this tattoo, bro, I was like,
I felt it in my cheek when I was getting my tattoo. Like my face started twitching and shit when they got close to nipple.
ugh. Nah, man, that shit, nah, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm gonna have a little pink dot in the middle of the tattoo whenever I get the rest of my chest done.
I mean, can you actually tattoo a nipple? Like, does it hold
Oh,
the
yeah.
color?
I don't know about holding color. I mean, I've seen it do with his whole tattoo, like his whole chest, like left side of his chest or whatever, tattooed black. And it was fucking like nipple and everything. And it was fucking black. Like, it was wild.
I wonder if nipple talk counts towards titty talk. I mean, it's all attached. And we know I can talk about titties forever.
Yeah.
All right, but let's digress from titties.
Okay.
Let's get into our top 5 today.
Okay.
All right. Today's top 5 is top 5 things you should teach your kids.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Shorty, I'm going to let you start us off. You know how it works.
All right. So basically, I can only come up with 3 because I fucking forgot what the top 5 was until about 2 hours ago. So number 1 is how to take proper care of a vehicle, just like off the rip. Like when I had to get my license or my permit or whatever, before I was even allowed to go get the little booklet, which is now online or whatever, I had to learn how to change a tire, change the brakes, change the oil, and, check all the air pressure and other fluids and stuff like that, and all my nieces and nephews have somehow bypassed this, and a lot of kids that I talk to, ages, I'd say 23 or under, have never done any of this shit. And like one of the kids at work, he's about 22 years old. He got a flat tire in the parking lot, and he didn't know he had a spare in his trunk. He just didn't know.
A lot of people don't know that.
And that blew my mind.
And they'll open the trunk, they'll be like, there's no spare in here. Like, you got to lift the flat, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly right. I was taken back by it. Like, I walk outside to smoke, and he's like, hey, Shorty, do you happen to have one of those little air pump things, you can just plug into your car or whatever? I was like, no, why? He's like, man, I got a flat, and I got to go home. And I was like, all right, well, just put your spare on. He's like, what spare? I was like, your spare tire, dude. He's like, I don't have a spare tire. I was like, did you buy a car with a fucking pump? Because that was a stupid idea.
Some cars actually don't come with spare tires now. They come with, like, that fucking goop.
Yep.
The green.
That's what I was asking him. Like, if it came with one of those little fucking air pumps and shit. Because that shit, to me, is a fucking joke. Like, I will never buy a vehicle unless it has a spare tire with it. Like, when I bought my car, I was like, does it have a spare tire? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, all right, good. Like, we can move on with this sale. But yeah, that's number 1 on my list. Like, this is what you need to teach your fucking kids. Number 2 is basic home ec. Like, I see a lot of kids who don't know how to cook anything.
This one is very broad. So, I mean, I feel like just with this one, you could cover 5 alone.
Sure. With home ec?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like, I mean, shoot. My sister's watching, the stream or whatever. But, like, she can attest to this. We had to learn how to sew a button on. I don't even know. I know very few kids or people my age. I say kids, and I'm not a child.
Yeah.
But, like, I know people my age who don't know how to sew a button on. I know, people within my age range who have never actually cooked their own meal, which blows my mind, unless it comes in a box, like fucking Kraft macaroni and cheese or some shit, or fucking, Hamburger Helper. Like, that's the extent of their cooking. I'm like, you can't just, like, whip up a fucking meal. Like, I don't cook a lot, but I know how to do it if I need to. Like, fuck, I met a kid who was 25 years old and never fucking actually, like, cooked his own egg.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
Eggs
fucking,
are the easiest.
that's what I
You
said.
can microwave them motherfuckers.
What?
Yeah, my kids do it all the time. They'll just put eggs in a cup, scramble them up a little bit in the cup, and just microwave them bitches. They're good to go.
Sounds like blasphemy.
No, dude, it's real. I mean, I don't eat microwaved eggs. It is kind of blasphemic, but, I mean, they can do it. They can do it, you know what I mean? Like, you want eggs, make you some goddamn eggs.
Hey, I've also heard that you can make a cake in a microwave as well. I don't know nothing.
You
can?
Like, mug cakes. I mean, I'm sure you could do a full cake somehow, but mug cakes are pretty dope.
Interesting. I don't know. Just fuck. I guess I got more than that. Like, you know, because it's attached to home ec or whatever. Basic houseworking things. You know, just about anything. You know, fucking painting.
Laundry.
No, outside of laundry. I'm talking about just like fixing things really quick. Like how to change a doorknob. You know, something very, like, to me, that is a very simple job.
It's 2 screws.
Yeah. You know, sometimes 3, depending on, you know, the type of lock you have. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, how to install a bedroom door or any type of door. You know, the hinges and everything that goes on with it. How to make sure it's level or plumb or whatever you want to call that, you know. Make sure it goes in right. Like, that kind of shit. You know, and I don't necessarily think this is something that's a necessity to learn, but my dad thought it was, is how to wire an outlet.
See, here's my thing. When it comes to electricity fucking scares me to death.
Sure, as it should.
If electrical work needs done, I'm calling a motherfucker. Like,
sure.
Cool. I may know how to do it, but I ain't fucking with it.
Nah, see, I have no problem doing it now because I redid every fucking outlet in the upstairs of this house. I did all the fucking lights in here. But I've known how to do an outlet since I was a kid. And then how to use a drill, table saw, and all that other silly shit. Like, you know, fucking my friends, that when they got married and they bought a house or whatever, they called me up and they're like, hey, do you know how to fix this, that, and the other? I said, yeah. So I was like, all right, cool. So I go up there expecting them to have tools, and they are both 23, 24 years old, no tools. I was like, you fucking kidding me? Well, all right, fine. So I go out, we go to fucking Harbor Freight, and I spend probably about $80, and I was like, this is your housewarming gift. And they're like, oh, really? Yeah, this is all yours. Are you sure you don't want to take it into this home? No, because I have better tools at home.
Right.
Like, this shit's for you. I bought them a little fucking cordless drill and a couple other things. You know, like, this shit's silly. And last but not least, some goddamn manners. Fuck, these kids are fucking rude.
They really fucking are.
And they're fucking, dude, I'm telling you, like, these kids, the audacity they have.
So much.
Jesus Christ. They talk so much shit and can't back anything fucking up.
Yeah, I mean, here we're gonna add an honorable mention of mine. If your kid's gonna talk shit, teach them how to talk shit the right way. All right. And in our day, when we were kids, it was mom jokes. Look, mom jokes are dead. If you're gonna teach your kid how to be a fucking troll or how to talk shit, get them away from mom jokes. They just ain't working no more.
And it's not even like mom jokes in our day were way more broad than like, I'm gonna fuck your mom. Like, that's not a threat, dog.
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna fuck my mom. You ain't got the kind of pull to do that. I'm just saying. So, like, you gotta get creative and shit. I can't even think of any off the top of my head.
Oh man, dude, it's so bad. It's so bad. Like, if you're gonna burn me, make me feel it. I want to feel something.
Yeah.
Earn my respect.
And the thing is they don't, like, when we did it as kids and, like, we would argue, and, like, even now, like, as adults or whatever, when we're going back and forth and, like, ripping on each other or whatever, we're not using old lingo or new lingo. We are using actual words that have been in the fucking dictionary for decades.
Right.
And so, like, if somebody tells me, like, my vibe is off or something like that, I'm like, bro, like, come on, man. You have the linguistic skills, hopefully, to portray your unhappiness to me. Like, come on, man.
I like the way you put that.
Yeah, like, you can articulate your disdain some other way. Like, this shit, come on. Nah. You can't tell me I'm not lit, fam, and have me like, ow.
Yeah, right?
I'm sincerely hurt.
All right, here we go. Here's my top five things all kids should be taught.
All right, let me.
Number 5 is turn off the motherfucking lights, okay? Tired of working fucking overtime just to pay the goddamn light bill, all right? It's easy. You flip a goddamn switch, boom, lights are off. Flip it up, boom, days on.
I struggle that now with adults.
Yeah, but if they were taught that as a kid.
It's fair.
Number 4 is adoption is always an option. These little motherfuckers need to listen because at any given time they could be put on the goddamn trading block and just be adopted by another motherfucker. I tell my oldest all the time, like, Keeks, You're adopted. No, I'm not. You're my real dad. Yeah, I am. But your new parents are on their goddamn way if you don't start fucking listening.
Did I ever tell you about my dad dropping me off at the orphanage?
No.
True story.
But I'm here for it.
Me and my dad, like, we get on joke arguments all the time, and he usually, like, it's always when we're driving, and he would just drop me off, you know, like, and this started about when I was about 13 or 14, and it was never, like, super far from home until I started getting later in my teenage life. And when I was about 15 years old, he actually dropped me off at the orphanage, and, like, because we were having, like, a playful argument. And he's like, you better watch your mouth or I'm going to drop you off at the fire station. Let them deal with you. I was like, yeah, whatever, Dad. They don't take kids my age anymore. He's like, well, I know a place that does.
Oh, boy.
And we're sitting there going back and forth, having a good time, laughing and chucking it up. He pulls up, and I was like, where the heck are we here? This is an orphanage. I was like, dope. He's like, get out of the car. And I was like, are you kidding me right now? He's like, no, get out of the car. So I got out. I was like, all right, Dad, what now? And he just, whoop, right out there. Dope.
God damn it.
So I walked in there. And I was like, can I use your phone? And they're like, for what? I was like, I got to call my mom. And they're like, why? I said, my dad just dropped me off here because of an argument.
That's fucking great. Hats off to your dad. That is amazing.
Dude, my dad did shit all the fucking time. He dropped me off all kinds of places. Fucking, he dropped me off on the side of the highway once.
So that was number 4. Adoption is always an option. Number 3 is take social cues. I can't think of how many times I'm out somewhere with my kids and I'm ready to fucking go. And I'll be like, you know what? I think my kids are ready to go. Like, I need to get them out of here.
Oh, that's what you mean.
And they're like, no, Dad, we're having fun. Like, shut the fuck up. We're trying to leave. You're mad. And no, they're not having it. They're just throwing me under the bus. No, Dad, we're fine. We're having fun. Like, no, you want to go home, don't you? Just fucking say it. Take the social cue.
As an adult, I still don't understand that. Like, dude, I'm such a content guest. I'm just like, even when people want me to leave, I'm just like, I'm a happy camper.
You want me to leave? Okay, give me a reason.
No, you have to tell me to leave. Like, it's just like, Shorty, it's time for you to leave. Oh, all right, cool beans. See you tomorrow. Leave. I'm good.
All right, number 2 is child labor. These little motherfuckers need to learn how to earn their keep, all right?
Word.
Get me the remote. Make me some goddamn eggs in the microwave. What is your worth? What do you bring to the table for me to not fucking put you up for a goddamn adoption, all right? Show me why I need to keep you, you little fucking crotch gremlin.
Until they turn around and say, I didn't ask to be here. You know what I'm saying? You brought me into this world. Now please take me out of it.
Right. Fuck. All right. Number 1 is, I've touched on this before, but we need to teach our kids that they cannot be whatever they want to be when they grow up. Some of y'all motherfuckers got some ugly ass kids, and they can't be models. They better have pretty feet. You want these little motherfuckers to be models, because a foot model is about all they're gonna fucking be. All right, they ain't gonna be fucking famous. If your kid ever wants to get laid, you better teach them to have a sense of humor. Or be a fucking doctor, because that's the only way it's going to work. And let me tell you from experience, all right? Being funny, it only gets you laid so many times by the same person, because guess what? After a while, they're going to stop laughing at your goddamn jokes, and you're going to have to move on and find another one, so you better be able to come up with new goddamn jokes, all right? Holy fuck. Your kids can't be whatever the fuck they want to be, all right? Your kid's dumb. He ain't going to be no goddamn astronaut, all right? Fuck. They might use him in the jet fuel. He's so goddamn dumb. Holy fuck. That's my top 5. Oh. I hate it here. I need a Valium.
Golly.
Kids, man, they get me all fucking aggravated.
And see, like,
and
you
shit.
guys, like, this was Miles' list. So, like, him not being able to be here is a huge bummer.
Yeah.
Because, like, your kids are still young enough to teach them these things. His kids are still young enough to teach them things. I don't have no fucking kids, but, you know, whatever, you know. I'm in the age I should have kids, I guess. You know, I'm older than Miles. He's got fucking
I didn't have my
football team.
I didn't have my last kid till I was mid-30s.
Fair.
Well, like 33, 34, some shit
Sure.
like that.
Sure.
But I'm telling you what, my oldest is never going to learn the fucking talking shit one. She does not have the talking shit gene in her body.
She's too fucking sweet, dude.
She is, man. Like, well, I tried once. I was like, tell your stepdad he's a loser. Like, not in a mean way, but like they were talking on the phone, right? And he said something goofy. I was like, tell him he's a loser. Go ahead. He'll know it's a joke. No, I'm not going to say that. Like, I get along with her stepdad, so it wasn't like malicious.
Okay.
I was just trying to get her to talk shit. I love her stepdad. He's great. He's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But man, she just, she'll never get there. Now the youngest will burn your soul right fucking now, all the goddamn time. Every time I shave my beard off, Dad, you look fucking weird, and she says fucking. I don't know where she got it from. She ain't never heard it from me. But she'd be like, you look fucking weird. Put your face back on. She all the time. She'd be like, Dad, you like my hair? I'd be like, yeah, it's really pretty. She's like, that's too bad you ain't got none. All the time.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ruthless little kid.
Yeah. Oh,
now, I cannot say that because I haven't heard your daughter speak like maybe 10 words.
well, that's because she's afraid of you for some odd reason.
I don't know. I try to love her. I've given her food.
I know.
And she still don't like me. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
It's weird.
Maybe one day.
Maybe.
That's our top 5 for today, people.
That's it.
You want to hear the rest of the episode, which we got a good one planned for you today, then you got to tune in Thursday on Spotify, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Pandora, any of those platforms, whatever you prefer. Tune in on Thursday. Make sure you hear the rest of this episode. We got a good one planned. With that, hit the button. We're going to take a pause for the cause. We love you.